Hey guys, thanks for joining me again, and today's an exciting video because we're finally going to open our Batman XE suit 3rd scale from Prime 1 Studios. If you've seen my previous videos, we opened the matching figure, 3rd scale figure, the Mr. Freeze that goes along with this. So I really want to open this and get it displayed right next to him, see what it looks like. Anyway, so this is from the DLC Cold Heart series. And basically, Batman needed a special armored suit to be able to take on Mr. Freeze. So that's what this suit is. It's an environmental suit. So it's kind of the story behind it. This is the exclusive version. I think the edition size was 500. It's actually on low stock now, so it's not going to be around much longer. So if you can get your hands on one, you know, I would do it now. So let's go ahead and open this and see what we got. All right, I went ahead and just kept this on the floor. I'm not even going to attempt to lift this thing again. It's so heavy there. So I went ahead and just got the tape off there. And there we are, just like the Mr. Freeze, just wrapped up in that polyester type material. And what do we got here? All right, we got the main body here. And it seems like in the same design as the Mr. Freeze. A lot of accessories. Got some icicles again. We got an arm. Really big ass arm. And there's our portrait there. That's pretty cool. If you could see that. There we go. It's a little more in focus. More armor. We got our other arm here. And a bunch of little pieces here. I guess we're just gonna have to take it out and put it together. Anyway, I just want to give a brief overview on what exactly is in here. I guess I have to get down to the second layer. Let's go ahead and do that. A little bit. Even that's, man. There's our stand. There's our stand. That looks almost identical, shape-wise, to the stand of Mr. Freeze. What do we got in here? Got some of the poles that go on the stand, icicles. You got some armor, blades. Curious to see what that is. But let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and set this thing up and see what she looks like. Okay, we finally got this put together, and wow, this thing is awesome. Very sinister looking, just like the Mr. Freeze there. So you can see the portrait there is his mass portrait. And there is the collector's edition portrait. But I think I like the exclusive better. That's pretty cool there. So I kept the cape off just so we could take a look at this. And I really like the suit. The suit is really cool. And this suit is the environmental suit for Batman. This is the XE suit. And this was, like I said, the environmental suit to be able to take on Mr. Freeze due to the harsh environmental conditions. So that's what the XE suit is. It's pretty cool. Starting from the stand, this is very similar to the Mr. Freeze stand, except they put a little Batman insignia on there that's pretty cool there. Let's go into some details. This is 31 inches tall, 21 inches in width, 19.68 in depth. So I could say this is astoundingly heavy. Now I could barely lift this thing. I think it was around 90-something pounds. This says the dimensional weight is 111 pounds, but I don't really think it was that heavy. I'm not sure, maybe it was, but it came in one big ass box. It was, man, that thing was heavy. Really need a dolly for this. So I can't wait to put this next to Mr. Freeze there. Anyway, let's go over the price real quick. Collector edition is $11.99. Exclusive is $12.49. You're going to get the alternate head sculpt with that. So it's a little pricey. These prices seem like they've been going up and up. Even with Mr. Freeze, what was that, like 14 something? man, the prices just keep going higher and higher. And I think as time goes on, you know, these are getting more and more popular. So I think it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So in my opinion, if, you know, the movies basically hype up these pieces, especially like a Marvel, I think that's calming down a little bit, because I think it's now the Star Wars pieces kind of slowed down. And I think when the new Star Wars start coming out, it's going to be the opposite. I think Marvel's going to slow down, Star Wars is going to be the hot item. So it seems like the Batmans are always pretty hot. They have so many different pieces, and I like this one because it's so different. So, and there's even a Scarecrow, and man, it's pretty awesome. It's an older piece, but I think I may get one. There's a few on eBay that are pretty awesome. Anyway, like I said, the base is basically pretty identical to the Mr. Freeze base, and if you start from his boots there, you got some frosting on the boots and some spikes, and you have the flat gray paint with the black overspray pretty much throughout the whole thing here. And it extends all the way up through the armor and everything, even on the back there. Very detailed here. I do like how they have the armor there kind of separated there. It gives it a little more hollowed space underneath the shoulders. It actually gives it a pretty good look there. But all throughout his pants, his armor are pretty cool. We got some spikes here on the arms that are pretty cool that they added. And a lot of detail, a lot of cool surfaces there on his armor and his chest. Just like Mr. Freeze, you got a lot of hoses, wires, and gadgets, basically all over this thing. So I think Batman had like heaters and all. I guess that's what these are here on his knees. He got and on his hands, basically everywhere, just to keep him warm. So anyway, this thing is 31 inches tall, so it's a pretty big piece. You know what? Let's go ahead and put on the cape. I kept the cape off just so we can take a look at him. How's that look back there? So basically you have the cape on, it's going to cover pretty much everything. Ooh, see what I mean? You can see that the shoulder pads move when you have the cape, when you're messing with the cape, because there's a lot of metal rods in the cape so you can pose it. We'll just leave it at that there. Really cool looking. I guess what you want to do is flare out this cape, give it a more flying look, I guess. And we'll do that later once we get it up on the display. Alright, so this is pretty cool. I like how it has all the battle damage on all the armor, going up the leg, going up basically everywhere. On every piece of armor there you got some battle damage. Even on the head sculpt you got battle damage. A lot of detail all around here. Alright, so I can say in comparison to Mr. Freeze, this is really cool, but I like the Freeze a lot better. Freeze had a lot of different surfaces. He had his helmet, his globe or whatever. He had a face sculpt, and he had a lot of detailed armor on the front, and he had his ice pack, his tanks on the back. He had metallic surfaces on his armor, on his leg, basically all over the piece. Here's a quick side-by-side. Sorry about the dark lighting there, but as you can see, I don't know, I really like that Freeze. They're both really cool pieces, but I think Freeze just has more surfaces and more action, but both really cool to have together. Okay, well, I guess that's gonna be just about it. Nothing much more I could say about this, but really cool piece. I really like it. Please join me next time. We'll be doing the Nightwing. I've been waiting to do that for a long time. It's just been sitting in my hallway. I've been just delaying that one. So let's go ahead and get that one out of the way. Really cool piece. This is on low stock. If you're going to get one, I'd say get one now. Not the collectors, but the exclusive. Probably won't last for another few weeks. So really cool. Anyway, join me next time. Please subscribe if you like my videos, and I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.